Presented by First Commonwealth Bank, WCCS AM 1160, FM 101.1. So we hear about you guys all the time. The Punxsutawney Region AACA, which stands for, help me, Antique Automobile Club of
America.
Say it again.
Antique Automobile Club of America.
Club of America. I was pretty close.
Yeah, you did good.
Yeah, I do my best. Hazel Johnston is with us. Ken Robinson, Carl Clevenger, and Gene Beckel. They've all come to tell us about an event that is coming up really, really, really shortly. In fact, this weekend. Good morning to everybody.
Good morning, John. Thank you so much for scheduling us today. We have an antique car show. We have one every year, and it's this Sunday, the 17th, and cars start registering at 9 o'clock, and the show runs to 4 o'clock, and we have dash plaques. It's just a $5 entrance fee for the cars, and then the people just to come and visit as a family. There's a playground there for the kids to enjoy as well, but just going up and down the rows of cars and reminiscing and talking about them is just a fun day, and lots of homemade food, like homemade cake and pie.
Well, there you go. And it's going to be at the Marion Center Community Park.
Yes. Rain or shine, but we're planning on shine.
Yeah. Well, and especially I know that when people put so much care into their cars and their trucks that they have just loved for all these years, they certainly want a sunny day. They don't want to take it out and get all muddy and everything, do they?
Definitely.
So the big question is, what did everybody drive coming here today?
Well, I have antique Buicks, but I drove a modern Buick, so I might bring one of the antique Buicks out for Sunday. Our cars are not judged. It's just a fun cruise show day just to enjoy the cars. Jerry B's coming with music, homemade cake and pie, hot sausage, baked beans and pasta salad, and lots of goodies.
All those wonderful
baked goods
things.
really go, and pop, coffee, and water. Well, you pay me for the coffee, but you make it yourself, so you get to enjoy it. Don't let me make it for you.
There you go.
But that's all this Sunday, so come on out.
All right, Ken Robinson, what are you driving? What are you showing at the show on Saturday?
I'm showing the
Sunday?
63 Studebaker Avanti.
63.
I've had Studebaker since 1970.
Come a little closer to the microphone there.
So I have a long history of Studebakers.
You're a Studebaker guy.
I'm a Studebaker guy.
From back when you were a kid?
My first car from high school was a Studebaker. And I still have it. I can still get it out and drive down the road if I wish.
Oh, yeah? So how many do you have?
My wife's listening, but it's 6.
I think she probably knows how many
She
you have.
knows, but I try to sneak another one in every once in a while.
Carl Clevenger, what are you bringing to the show?
Yes, I am an oddball and orphan kind of a guy. I have anything from a 24 Rickenbacker coupe to a Cushman scooter.
Wow. So what are you bringing on Sunday? All of them. Bring them all.
Probably 2 or 3.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Wow. That's tremendous. That just takes so much love. Gene Beckel, what's coming to the show from you?
I'm a Chevy guy.
Uh-huh.
And I have 3 Chevys. One I drove today, which was the newer one, 216 Malibu. But then I've got a classic station wagon, which will be at the show on Sunday. And I have a 32 Chevy, which is in the garage right now, under repair, unfortunately. So hopefully a bright sunny day will make everything look shiny and bright and attract people.
Well, you're going to get wonderful weather for Sunday. You're looking at mostly sunny and a high temperature near 80 degrees. And if anybody shows up in a 72 Dodge Coronet, I want to see that.
Well, there may be, because we do have those show up too.
There's
some pretty nice ones in the territory.
That was my first car, was a 72 Dodge Coronet. Just loved that thing. I love the fact I had to take the thermostat out of it in order to make it run, but
keep it cool.
but you do those sorts of things, and you have to be a car person. You really have to be someone who's just in love with cars, and there are so many. It's sort of like, well, it is a club, but it's more like a family, isn't it? When you get to this.
Yes, that's the way we try to operate, and I'd say that we're going to have more than cars. We're going to have hit and miss engines. We're going to have tractors as well, because we do have members of our club that are members of Tractor Club. So we'll have tractors also there.
Yeah.
So it's more than cars.
Terrific.
Anything to talk about and wonder why it works.
Terrific. And you get the gray-haired old granddaddy, Jerry B., there to spin the discs, which he just loves it, and it's just a part of him, too. It becomes a part of you. Ken, when you started going to these car shows and you became a member of the car club, What was it like for you when you for the very first time getting around the car guys?
What I enjoy most about the car shows is the people coming to see them, and they share memories. And, their uncle, their grandfather had a Studebaker or whatever. And one guy even said his only memory of the Studebaker was the one that collided with him one time. So you get good memories, you get bad memories.
Yeah.
But I like to bring out the memories.
Yeah.
I like taking my car and spurring people's memories.
Yeah. I bet you someone that hasn't been in a particular model of car for 40 or 45 years, as soon as they sits down in it, it's just like being home again, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. Carl, what about you? When you got into the car show,
I enjoy the people that come and they look at the cars and they reminisce about the past.
Yeah.
And I think it's important that we don't forget the past.
Yeah.
That this is where it all started years ago.
Yeah. It's interesting to me when you see all of these cars so lovingly restored, and some that aren't, and that's just as important that folks. Some of these cars are actually still on the road, but if you're not someone who has really had the money to be able to bring a car back to its original glory, you still have a great car, and I think people show up at these car shows just for that aspect of it too.
Right. Well, AACA has a class of automobile known as HPOF, and that is one that has not been adulterated with special paint or any modification whatsoever. And some of them have hardly any paint because they're all rust.
Yeah.
But they are in the condition they were found and they still run. And there are a few of them around Indiana area here.
Yeah, how about that? That's wonderful. So Hazel, you've got everybody all lined up for this. It takes a lot to coordinate a show like this, but what really makes it worthwhile is, as these guys have told us, is when people show up and you really would like folks to come out and see your babies.
Definitely. Come on, join us on Sunday.
Absolutely. So it's happening on Sunday at the Marion Center Community Park. The car show from 9 until 4, the registration from 9 until 1. There are special trophies to be awarded, 50/50 and door prizes. What's the car corral? What's that about?
Oh, if you have a car to sell, we've got a special area that you could advertise it and promote that if you wanted to sell a car.
Oh, yeah?
But I'm not selling any of mine.
You're not?
No.
But for somebody that's been their lifelong dream, maybe that's a chance for them to get introduced to the whole thing.
We're always looking for new members. We meet the first Tuesday of the month at the Marion Center Park Hall. You're welcome to come visit with us. It's a nice crew. They're very helpful when you have car trouble, but they don't let you forget it either, do you guys? In a fun way. They're good about it.
So you tell Ken that thing won't run anymore. Nobody runs a Studebaker anymore. Where do you get parts for that? Is that what you harass them?
Well,
No, they harass the Buicks more than
They
anybody
harass
else.
the Buicks.
But it's all done in fun.
Sure it is. Sure it is. Everybody has their brand that they just absolutely love, and their whatever.
Oh, his Avante is a beautiful color. What do you call it?
It's Vonnie turquoise is what it is.
I mean,
It
it's
was-
just, for me as a Buick girl to say his car is beautiful, that's saying something.
Wow.
Got to come see it.
Wow. There you go. All right. Well, everybody can come. Everybody can come and enjoy the show coming up on Sunday, Marion Center Community Park. So, folks, thanks for coming in.
Thanks so much for
thank
having
you
us.
for having us.
It's always good talking cars.
Hope to see you at the show.
It's just never know. It is 8:57 in the morning. It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. It's WC.